8:30 in the morning time on this Saturday morning, May the 3rd, 2014 on a Saturday morning. Time now for the Weatherman Judiciary PJ Wiggins, the Modern Report. Saturday morning, May the 3rd, 2014. Good morning to you all this lovely Wednesday, Saturday morning. Here are current conditions at 8:30 a.m. on this Saturday morning, May the 3rd. Temperature here in Norton, 54 degrees, with humidity of 75%. Wind speed is calm barometer 20.87 inches, 2.46 46 degrees, and a visibility of 10 miles. Alright, let's take a look at our radar scope. Shows a couple of mentions of snow, sleet, and rain showers in the eastern portions of Prince Edward Island, snow showers in the west central portions of Prince Edward Island. There. Couple of inches of rain with a few sleet pelts around Quebec and rain showers stretching down from Quebec down for central and western portions of New York City, down for eastern Ontario, down for northern and eastern Michigan, down for Ohio, and down for northeastern portions of Kentucky here. And after northeastern portions of Wisconsin, down for UP and Michigan, and after southern Ontario, snow showers in western portions of Ontario, central portions of Ontario, where and line of rain showers off the Jersey and coastline off the Virginia and Carolina coastline. A couple of extra rain showers in several portions of Georgia, down through central portions of Florida, with some thunderstorms mixed with it, and some rain showers in southeastern portions of Florida around Miami. Yeah.
Even matching that one in Boston this hour. Now, skywise, we've seen a good deal of.
And a couple of extra rain showers in central and north central portions of
the northwest.
South Dakota, down for western portions of North Dakota, down for central and eastern portions of Montana, and some snow showers in northeastern portions of Montana, down for southern Saskatchewan, down for Alberta, down for central British Columbia, some rain, sleet, and snow showers in southeastern portions of British Columbia, and rain showers in western portions of Washington State, with some sleet and snow showers in the Cascades and Olympics in Washington State, and down for west central portions of Oregon, eastern Portland, Oregon. Here,
much milder inland versus the coast, thanks to the
Bradwater, Nebraska. Good morning, 34 degrees with clear skies here.
From the south today, and that southerly wind coming over the cold ocean waters is going to keep.
Alright, let's take a look at our satellite little bear that shows
an influence. Now tomorrow we are going to see a blend of sun and clouds. There is a chance we could pick up some gusty thunder.
Couple of extra clouds from eastern portion of Mexico down for the Gulf States and down for Florida and up the Atlantic seaboard and stretching out to sea. And a couple of extra clouds from New England down to the Great Lakes and stretching out from Missouri Valley, and another batch of clouds from Iowa and Minnesota stretching out to the Dakotas down for North Rockies and up to the Northwest and stretching out from Utah, North Central Nevada, down for California here, another batch of clouds from British Columbia down for Alberta, Saskatchewan, down for Manitoba, down for Ontario, down for Quebec, and down to Canada here.
His car had come to rest on the sidewalk on Warrington Street.
Map situation, cold front from North Central California, stretching up to Nevada, down for eastern Oregon, and up to Washington State. Station front from southern British Columbia, down for Montana, down for Wyoming, and a cold front from Nebraska, stretching out of Kansas, down for Missouri to Illinois, and a pink front from Wisconsin. Station front from south central Florida, stretching up to the Atlantic seaboard here. Followed by from the New England, stretching down through the Carolinas here. Followed by from western Kansas, down for Oklahoma, Japan, down for Texas, down for northeastern and eastern New Mexico. Followed by from southeastern California, down for western portions of Mexico. Followed by from north central Wisconsin up to Ontario. Now followed by from northern Ontario, two followed by from Quebec and north central portions of Manitoba. We got 55. We got a high pressure in northern Utah, western portion of Colorado and Mexico, and eastern Tennessee. Low pressure off the Florida and off the Carolinas and Wyoming and southwestern Idaho, eastern California and southeastern California, and eastern Wisconsin and southern Ontario here. And low pressure off Florida and off the Carolinas here. 55 degrees our temperature out in Boston, it's 58 in Washington DC, 49 in Atlanta, 78 in Miami, Florida, 55 in Brownsville, Texas, 54 in Dallas, Texas, 53 in Kansas City, 47 in Chicago, 43 in Minneapolis, 49 in Albuquerque, 51 out in Denver, 56 in Salt Lake City, 37 in Great Falls, 50 in Seattle, 56 in San Francisco, and 64 in Los Angeles here.
At least 2 dozen.
Current conditions around the region, we got 57 degree temperature reading for Boston, 54 for Fitchburg, 53 for Medford, 54 for Raleigh, 52 for Gloucester, 51 for Worcester, 46 in Sturbridge, 46 in Webster, 53 out in Milford, 54 in Norwood and Taunton, 49 in Medford, 54 out in Falmouth and in Provincetown, 51 in Chatham, 54 in Martha's Vineyard, 50 in Nantucket, 48 out in Cape Cod Bay, 49 out in Boston Harbor and Bay of New Hampshire, 55 out in Wesley and out in Midfield, 51 out in Wesley. is 47 at Gardner, 48 at Greenfield, and at Everest, 51 at Springfield, 47 at Pittsfield, 47 at North Adams, 51 at Albany, 50 at Bennington, 46 at Keene, 48 at Jeffrey, 58 at Concord, 49 at Manchester, 53 at Nashua, 53 out of Portsmouth, 49 out in Bay of Hampshire, 51 at Windsor, 48 at Hartford, 50 at Meriden, 52 at Waterbury, 51 at Denver, 62 at New Haven, 55 at Bridgeport. We got 57 in Montauk, 55 in Islip, 58 in New York City, and 48 in Long Island Sound. Alright. Short-range public discussion. Conditions should gradually dry out across Florida this weekend, and where will rain went over the northwest. Showers and thunderstorms will continue to develop along the frontal boundary, lingering across Florida Saturday. A rich supply of Gulf moisture feeding these storms will lead to some moderate heavy rains, but the front should gradually press south and east on Saturday and off the southern tip of Florida by Sunday morning. Here.
The United States now has its first case of MERS, that's Middle East Respiratory Syndrome. The Centers for Disease Control reports the infected patient is a healthcare worker who was in Saudi Arabia and flew to Chicago before boarding a bus to Indiana. The man did not become ill until he arrived in Indiana. He's being treated in a hospital.
In Florida, rainfall, 0.11 inches for Ocala, 0.83 inches for Tampa, 0.58 inches for Orlando, 1.59 inches for West Palm Beach, 1.25 inches for Miami, and 0.26 inches for Key West through Saturday here. Also, scattered showers will come in a weak system precedent from the Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley to the Norwegian coast this weekend. All of our activity will be widespread precipitation totals will be on the light side. This system will be a shot of cooler Canadian air into the northern tier of the nation. A deep vortex spinning into the northeast Pacific will slowly move towards the northwest this weekend, and response to precipitation will be on that. Increase from the Pacific Northwest and the Northern Rockies and will be a higher total expected along the favorable slopes of the trade. Although the temperatures and snow levels will be dropping beyond a pair of associated cold fronts from sinking throughout the region. Any accumulations will be confined to the highest peaks of the Washington Cascades and the Northern Rockies, and above normal more in the west will shift east over the next few days. The temperature should reach into the above average range across the intermountain west and the central Rockies on Saturday, and then the heat should spread to the southern to central Rockies to central plains on Sunday. Here.
In Portsmouth, today's performances are 1 and 7 p.m. with a 1 o'clock matinee.
Okay, forecast discussion here in
$5 for 12 and under. Proceeds benefit the school and
New England, and after jet stream will bring several rounds of showers and isolated thunderstorms this weekend with a potential first for gusty winds and small hail. As high pressure builds from the Great Lakes to the New England Monday for Wednesday, expect driver with mild with days of cool nights. Unsettled weather is possible late next week. Near term until 6 p.m. this evening, 7 a.m. update. Very pleasant morning in progress with mostly clear to partly cloudy. Large temperatures spread across the region with higher rain and urban areas in the upper 40s, low 50s. While located in after a couple of hours in the upper 30s along with a patchy fog. However, this will be short-lived with a strong May sunshine. Quickly makes that shallow cool layer. Clouds will increase from the western and southern horizon as mid-level flow becomes cyclonic and strong shortwave injects eastward from the Ohio Valley. Otherwise, previous forecast captures this. Details fast no major changes update. Increases cyclonic flow along with associated with fall nights as leads to attendance into an approach Arctic disturbance streaks toward the northeast coast. Wake widget exits east, allowing maximum heating during the northern hours as the dry inversion aloft quickly erodes allowing deep boundary layer eviction. By midday, environment destabilized as mid-level cool windy. Upwards of a lid fat resulted in seeming left rate. Still capable of with instability values of a few 100 change environment roughly at the direct southwest northeast shear. Consider points about increase in coverage of showers and isolated thunderstorms northwest mainly during the afternoon and evening remaining dry southeast. Instability shear could potentially balance still allow for long duration storms, never inverted V boundary layer. Profiles and parts could see some gusty winds and heavy downpours with thunderstorms. Some severe hail also possible. Storms will not be severe. So, overall, scattered to Brooklyn clouds, Texas east, southeast to west northwest, and clusters of showers and isolated thunderstorms manually across the north and west by the afternoon and evening hours. Highs into the upper 60s with likely several locations coming in and out of above 70 degrees, especially over the southeastern Massachusetts. With a significant warmth across the interior against the adjacent colder waters, immediately leaves us sea breeze will develop along the evening east coast of Massachusetts towards midday after the which will develop temperatures here. And today's highs, we will see 65 for Boston, 66 for Worcester, 68 for Hartford, 70 in New York, 65 in Albany, 61 in Rutland, 66 in Concord, New Hampshire, and 64 for Portland, Maine. So the temperature range in the region for today, 61 to 70 degrees here.
Sunrises coverage you track.
And we will see some scattered showers at the isolated thunderstorms late this afternoon tonight across the northeast region as the radar image 6 ways to show some rain from eastern UP Michigan down for northeast Wisconsin down for Michigan and down for northwestern Ohio air. And we'll use the
collapsed, triggered by heavy rain, and flattened every home in its path.
Okay, we're gonna use the Futurecast radar here.
The island state. The 15-year-old Yahi Abdi withstood a 5.5-hour flight inside the plane's wheel well, injured freezing cold and a lack of oxygen. The Hawaiian Department confirmed the youth was no longer in their state, but did not specify how or when the boy left. The boy's father.
10 o'clock. Isolated showers from southwestern New Hampshire down for Vermont and down for New York State. And 12:55, they isolated showers, popcorn clusters of showers come up north, numerous from New Hampshire, southern Maine, Vermont, and down for upstate New York, down for Pennsylvania at 1 o'clock. By 3 o'clock, the showers will become more numerous around the western Berkshires and down for New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, and northern New England up to Quebec. And 5 o'clock, the rain showers will become.
Not over. The jury resumes work on a minor point on Monday.
Numerous from northern New England and down for eastern New York, down for eastern Pennsylvania, down for New Jersey, and wow, look at that! Bad the favorite from western Connecticut, down for eastern Long Island, down for New York City, and down for eastern New York, Pennsylvania, and Vermont, New Hampshire, and down to Maine. Here,
That way, Mario, but we do have some
9,
to our west, and eventually
and the rain showers will make its way around 11:38 p.m. around Summer Rhode down for southeastern Massachusetts. Well, bands of heavy rains and storms from western Connecticut down from Massachusetts down to New York State down for Vermont. And the rain will move here about 1:44 tomorrow morning. And the rain showers will be about 3 o'clock up in northern New England and showers and storms will be up in northern New England and eastern New York. Oh my gosh, there's some snow and sleet around to New York State. Okay, let's take a look at our deck cam here on this splendid Saturday morning here. Oh, baby! What a beautiful morning over the reservoir. Peeps of sun blooming. Oh, a beautiful Saturday. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. And it goes like this.
Acid exposure of the esophagus can lead to serious and debilitating problems with the esophagus. At University
For today, here.
treat acid reflux, but we have state-of-the-art therapies which diagnose and manage.
Let's take a look at the hazard weather outlook here. Day 1 today tonight, isolated thunderstorms are possible this evening and day 2 for 7. Sunday for Friday, scattered thunderstorms could be a small hail and gusty winds scattered Sunday afternoon. Friday day, mostly sunny skies, high to 69 degrees, cloudy becoming southwest about 5 to 9 miles per hour in the afternoon. For the night, mostly clouds got low and 40 degrees, southwest wind about 7 to 9 miles per hour. Sunday, a chance of showers with thunderstorms also possible until 4 p.m. Mostly sunny skies, high to 63 degrees, west wind about 11 to 17 miles per hour, gust high 30 miles per hour, chance of precipitation 30%. New rainfall amounts of less than a definite inch, except high amounts possible thunderstorms. Saturday night, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before 9 p.m. Then isolated showers between 9 p.m. and midnight. Part cloudy with a low around 45 degrees and
It gives you options based on your budget.
west wind about 11 miles per hour, chance of precipitation 20%.
I was told there were
Monday, isolated showers after 10 a.m. Mostly sunny skies under 63 degrees. Northwest wind about 11 to 13 miles per hour, chance of precipitation 20%. Monday night, part clouds got lowered 44 degrees.
Glass doors, carriage doors, French-looking doors, even the doors.
Tuesday, mostly sunny skies under 61 degrees. Tuesday night, part clouds got lowered 42 degrees. Wednesday, sunny skies under 61 degrees. Wednesday night, part clouds got lowered 42 degrees. Thursday, mostly sunny skies higher 63 degrees. Thursday night, chance of showers, most clouds got low 49 degrees and chance of precipitation is 40%. And for Friday, chance of showers, most clouds got higher 63 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. Peters, what a phrase of the day! Splendid Saturday on tap.
Lawyers for suspect Johar Sarnaev wanted judge to hold.
And we're going to take a look at our traffic situation here around the region here at 8:44 here. And we're going to turn on the traffic
November
icons and
last year's bombing was
everything is smooth sailing from here. But
say some of the comments and leaks.
only one slow spot
Spokeswoman for the U.S. Attorney
is on Interstate 495
matter federal
on both sides from 126 in Bellingham on the northbound all the way up to 85 in Hopkinton. That is due to an accident on the 495 between 126 and 140 on the southbound side of 495. Yeah?
want to have their cases tried outside Massachusetts. Two of the suspects are accused of
And an accident on 495
and the back
from on Woodward in North Attleboro. So,
Philippos
alright, you're good to go. Here.
investigators.
This is PJ with you. Have a good evening. Have a good day with a good positive. I'll see you at either 5 o'clock here at the house or over at the Bettsville Carnival, depending on wherever. Have a good evening here.
Suspects in a